Right before I begin this lesson, I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakodash, and giving double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, who are the true leaders of the nation of Israel in his last days, if you can believe or receive it or not. I'm Rakama Young back at you with another one. And I want to go into this brief history lesson in Psalms, and go into the book of Psalms 83, and the list of nations that are found written in Psalms 83. But one in particular nation, or well, I should say tribe or people, that I really wanted to go into is Gebal, found written in verse 7 of Psalm 83. And brother, just a few weeks ago, had brought this to my attention, that I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. I did it. I really ain't go into it to notice that, to know it. But he had told me that Gebal was a descendant of Esau. So we're gonna get into that. So we're gonna read Psalm 83. This is and I pray this video is edifying. I don't want to make it too long. I just want to go into Gebal, and I got a site I pulled up, and that's it. This Psalm 83. And let's start at verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. Let's start at verse 2. No, let's start at verse 1. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head, meaning their proud, arrogant look. Aren't these nations proud? Aren't they proud against us? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and the Lord's people are you blacks, Latinos, and natives, you Israelites, thy people, right? That's a possessive pronoun. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And how did they try to do that? By giving us drugs, guns, gangs, adultery, sitcoms, like these love and hip-hop shows, BET award shows, drill music, hip-hop, like certain forms of hip-hop, especially now, the music that's being played now is way off, and it has a very demonic spin to it. And it says here, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, right? Meaning to be connected, right? Because these nations ultimately hate you. That's why they still feed you GMO foods, right? That's why they spray pesticide. A lot of the food you Jakes eat in these ghettos are sprayed with pesticide. And all, you got chemtrails up in the sky. You got pollution. You got broken glass all over the damn place. Right? It says this, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Verse 6. Verse 6 now. Yep. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites. Right. We know Edom. That's talking about the so-called white man. And the Ishmaelites, that's the Arab and Moab, that's the Chinese, and the Hagarenes, that's the Ishmaelites as well. That was a tribe. Hagar, the Hagarenes, Ishmaelites. Gebal, and Ammon and Amalek, which Amalek are Edomites as well. That's the chief of today will be these gutter rats. These people that call themselves Jewish or Israelis. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, that's the Africans. All right, but anyway, I want to go into Gebal. Now here it really doesn't give you too much. H 1381, Gebal, which means a boundary, a mountainous area south of the Dead Sea. A region, Gebal, a region in Idumea. A region in Idumea. It says here, mountain of a mountainous region inhabited by the Edomites. To Petra, now called Gebal. You see that? And Josephus also breaks it down. You can look that up. Just type in Gebal and Josephus and it should pop up. But so it means a boundary. Anyway, I got this from Bible Tools, which they clearly are going off if you continue reading on down, which I was reading, I'm like, oh, nah, that's way off. But they got this right. But it says here, Psalm 83, verse 1 through 8, the nations listed in Psalm 83, verse 5 through 8 comprise a fairly complete rundown of the ancient enemies of Israel. And Edom, the descendants of Esau, is given primacy of place, meaning to be one. So this the primary suspect, the first. That's why the Most High named him the first in Psalm 83, Edom. After Edom come the usual suspects, the Ishmaelites, Moab, the Hagarites, Gebal, Ammon, Amalek, Philistia, and Tyre, and Assyria joins them, specifically helping the children of Lot. Right, Moab and Ammon. Says here, verse. What am I talking about? Says here, Salakia. Descendants of Esau actually appear 3 times on this list. So Esau appears 3 times on the list. As Amalek, see Genesis 36 and 12, and Gebal, here a region in Idumea, often confused with the Phoenician city of Gebal or Biblios, are tribes that became distinguished from the bulk of the Edomites. Right, they separated, but they're still Edomites. Evidently, these tribes struck out on their own and eventually established their own identities. Amalek in particular was a thorn in Israel's side. That's all I wanted to grab. I just want to make it nice, short, and sweet, simple, and straight to the point. But Gebal is a descendant of Esau. Right? They're still your enemies. Nothing is going to change. Right? They're going into slavery. The Lord is going to put them in slavery for 1,000 years. Then he's going to exterminate them. Right? But with that, shalom.